Yo guys, what is up? It is James and welcome to my 3,000 subscriber facecam video. It has been a trip, to say the least, up until this very point when I'm doing facecam. So let's all just kind of take a deep breath and try to accept what is basically in front of you, because I know a lot of you probably had quick assumptions. And I get it, it's normal, it's human, but the facecam video is here, and thank you guys formally so much for 3,000 subs. It's a feeling I can't express. I'm not really going to go full out in this video, but I will try to be more enthusiastic, I guess you could say, in other videos with friends like Jay and FM soon. But it's just been a trip, and I cannot thank you guys enough. And I told you guys in the last video that I would be doing a Q&A, so I have my phone with me, so I will start scrolling through the comments in my channel so that we can do this Q&A. And again, thank you guys for 3,000 subscribers. Let's get right into it. All right, so our first question comes from Andrew, and I'm guessing it's a he. He asks, how tall are you, and do you play any sports? Now, I am 6 foot, and I don't really play any sports as far as like basketball, football, soccer, tennis, and whatnot, etc. But I do work out, and I do work out on a daily basis. Either I'm in the gym at school, or every day I have a class called Strength and Body. And basically for about an hour and a half, me and my group, which is like a group of 3 friends, we're all just lifting and just benching and doing leg squats and stuff. So I am pretty thankful for that as well, because not many schools have a strength and body program, well, as far as I'm concerned anyways. But if you consider lifting a sport, then yeah, I do lift pretty frequently, but as far as like ball play, not really. All right, so the second question comes from XRainK, and I assume again it's a he. He asks, when and what made you start playing Wiz? Now, I feel like this question, as with all other YouTubers when they do Q&As or just get asked just questions in general, that this question in particular is obviously inevitable. But when I bought my first membership in 09, but I made my account in 08, and then what made you start playing Wiz? Now, it was a combination of my best friend at the time, whose name is Jalil, and the commercials for Wiz. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen the old commercials, but they were pretty dang good and pretty convincing. So it was a combination of my friend being like, yo, James, check out this game, it's got like wizards in it and magic. So I was like, all right. And then the commercials reinforced it, and I was like, all right, I really gotta check out this game now. So I did. And then after about like, I would say 3 years of being in the dark, around like the time of or like 3-4 years, almost 5, of being in the dark, of like just being like a Wiz player that only played Wiz and didn't really watch like Wizard 101 YouTube. After about 4 to 5 years, I found out that people were actually uploading YouTube videos of Wizard 101, and I was like, this is popular. So then that kind of got me started into the, I've always wanted to do some kind of like online entertainment, preferably YouTube, but since people were actually recording Wizard 101 and it was like somewhat relevant, I was like, you know, maybe I could do it too. So I just started doing it, and eventually I picked up a fan base, and these have been pretty good since, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sweet. All right, the next question comes from Sawyer C, and he asks, what was your first like best PvP buddy where you talk to him a lot in Skype like Jay? So some of you might know this, most of you probably not, but the first person that I ever started to do like legendary PvP with, once I got him into it, was a friend named Michael. And if you go back into some of my like really old videos, you'll see like every other video I did with Michael, and in that video he was either like commentating my match, or we were doing like 2v2 tournaments or 2v2 ranked. Me and him did 2v2 ranked a lot, and we had some really good matches where we would slay some like good looking people. We would slay boosters, because back then to boost you only had to have like a max character with decent rank and then like a low level person. So we would get teams where we would go up against a like level 25 with full commander's gear and like 50 resist to every class and a level 100 balance with gaze, and we would win. It used to be so fun back then. But now the meta has definitely evolved. People are now bringing fortify pets and ward pets. Back then, man, people didn't have any like good pets. Like your pet maybe had like defy, painbringer, and there were no pet sockets either. So your pet was either like super good to the point where people called you a hacker, or you had the average pet, which was like defy, like make haste amplify, like make haste vengeance, maybe proof if you got lucky, and then like some type of damage, and that was it. That is if your pet was even mega. But man, back then the meta was nothing. Like there was no meta. You either had a strategy or you were going to lose. But yeah, Michael was the first person that I started doing videos with, and to be honest, it's been a long time since I've talked to him. I don't think he watches my videos anymore. I haven't done a video with him in like eons, but yeah, Michael was the first person that I ever started doing videos with, and yeah, that's that. All right, so the next question comes from Cody Foxe, I think that's how you say it, but he or she asks, how did you meet Jay, and is he better than you at PvP? So those of you who watch Jay may know that he uploaded a video where he beat me like 2 times or whatever, right? I have a video where I beat him on his death, which is arguably his best character. I beat his death from 1st and 2nd on my balance. And I was like, Jay, upload this. You lost fair and square. Upload this. He goes, nah, I'm not gonna upload it. So he sends it to me instead, right? I have yet to upload it, but as soon as this man talks trash, yo, I'm gonna upload that video, and I got him. But is he better at me than, or is he better than me at PvP? That's kind of an opinionated thing. So if you want to say he's better, that's kind of your opinion. My opinion, obviously not. Trash. But how did I meet Jay? So those of you who know of CJ Freeze back when he used to do YouTube. Also, by the way, I keep getting asked this, but those who were subs of Just Wolf and CJ Freeze, those guys have quit Wiz. They now play CSGO. They have deleted their channels. If you go search them up, their channels are gone. They have deleted all of their content. It is no longer on YouTube. So, but anyways, how I met Jay through CJ Freeze, and believe it or not, when I first met Jay, he kind of pissed me off a little bit because, like, number one, he was kind of annoying. And number two, he was like really, really young at the time. Like if you go back and watch my first ever video with Jay, like this man's whisper was like on point. Like his whispering was like, I don't know, man. It really sounded like he was trying to whisper to not get caught by his parents at like some like 2 a.m. in the morning or whatever, right? But, as time went on, as CJ kept like inviting him to calls or whatever, we started to become friends, and then I was like, yo, do you do PvP? And he was like, only max. And I was like, you should try some legendary PvP. So he made a legendary character. He got a pet for it like super mad quick, and we started popping out matches after matches after matches. And I was like, Jay, you my mans, bruh. You my mans. All right, so our 5th question comes from the Green Gaming Ninja. So shout outs to you, bro. And your question is, question 1, well, how old are you? And question 2, do you have pets? So the answer to question 1 is I am 17. I'm not sure if that comes off as a shock to anybody. I mean, I have been playing for a very, very, very long time. You know, again, my account first got membership in 09 and it's now 2016. So I guess you can only assume that I'm not like 13 or 14 or whatever, because I'd be a baby playing Wiz back then, or not able to play Wiz at all. But yeah, I'm 17. And then the question number 2, or the answer to question number 2 is yes, I do have pets. I have one dog. She is a Cocker Spaniel breed, and her name is Lucy. And that is going to lead us to our, I think, 6th and final question, which comes from the Wizard God 101, and he asks, which legendary character do you think is best? And I'm assuming he's asking which one of mine I think is the best. And out of all my characters, I think I would say my balance, definitely, because he has Lore Master and Savage Paw, and like he reaches 100 damage. You know, and for a balance, that's pretty dang good, while maintaining 40 resist, and has the most pierce that a balance at legendary can pretty much get. So definitely going to say my balance. My second best would probably be my Storm, for obvious reasons. For those of you that have seen my Storm videos, I beat balances from second on my Storm. But I think if my balance and my Storm went head to head in a 1v1, my balance would win, just because Storm doesn't have that much accuracy, number 1, and number 2, my balance just has way too much damage with that colossal Lore Master for a Storm to be surviving too many rounds. So if my Storm were to beat my balance, he'd have to get a couple lucky bolts or be able to get a Storm Lord off pretty quickly, which I don't think would happen against my balance, especially with my normal deck setup. I usually carry like 2 or 3 stun blocks, and I pull them pretty quickly. So either that or I have Storm sets. But other than that, yeah, my balance, because I mean, just too much damage and overall really great neutral. I mean, yeah, he's just like really good. So, and that colossal enchant is also pretty broken. So that is going to wrap up the Q&A, guys. It has been a trip. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and get it up so that you guys can see it. If you did enjoy the Q&A, please drop a like and let me know that you guys did enjoy the video. I am going to try really hard to edit this video to the best of my ability to make it some quality content. And again, thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. Thank you. I really do mean it, and hopefully we can hit many more milestones to come, and I can put out some more face cam content if it's something that you guys want. If not, then I won't do it. It is pretty weird recording some face cam content because I haven't done it in a long time, number 1, and number 2, when you do PvP on YouTube, you make a lot of enemies within the game, a lot of notable enemies, some of which you guys don't really know. They're more just pertaining to the game itself, and they don't really do YouTube or anything. But 9 times out of 10 they will find this video. But you know, people will talk, they'll say stuff, but part of being a YouTuber is learning not to let it shake you and stuff. So at the end of the day, man, I have an awesome fan base. I have, you know, just all of this going for me, and I'm going to take it to the top, wherever that top may be. So, but guys, regardless of all of that, this is a very big milestone, and as always, I could not have done this without each and every one of you. If you are new to the channel, please consider at least subscribing. Check out some of the other videos that I have done on my channel. Really good content, and more good content to come out in the future very soon. Thank you to every one of my subscribers that has stuck with me from the beginning to, like, up to this point, really, because you've been such a big help, a big support through the making of this channel. And we are going to keep going, dude. We are going to keep going. More content, just pushing the limits, basically. So again, we are going to be doing a lot more things, including the next video coming up, which will be a PvP video special. If you don't know what that means, then check out my last video that I posted before this. That will explain everything. Also, don't forget we have a stream, a face cam stream, in fact, popping this Sunday. Details about that stream can also be found, again, in the previous video that I posted before this one. So with all that being said, thank you guys again for 3K, and hopefully I will do another video at 4K, so on and so forth. But for now, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!